Welcome to the Stampin' Shack. What I'd like to show you today is how to use your Stamp-a-ma-jig. This is just an extremely helpful tool if you are a person like me and you simply can't see straight. So to use this tool, all you do is you take the T and place it up in the corner, okay, of the plastic that comes with it. You then ink up your stamp, and I'm going to use this wonderful buffalo stamp from In the Wilderness from Stampin' Up. It's a tough one to get inked up properly, but once you do, the results are fabulous. Now, what I do is after inking up the stamp, I line up my block in the corner of the T, and then I simply press down. What this is going to do is it's going to stamp the image onto the plastic, and then I'm going to be able to line up this image any way I want to on my cardstock. So what I have prepared is a piece of very vanilla cardstock that's going to be used for one of my challenge cards. I'm now going to line up the buffalo in the exact position that I want him. And I think that that looks pretty good. Okay, a person can actually use grid paper to help them line them up even better. But I've placed my T, once again, in case you couldn't see what I was doing. I lined up the buffalo where I wanted him. Then I put my T back into position at the corner of the plastic. I now remove my plastic. I need to be very careful that I don't move my T now, because it is aligned exactly where I want this image to go. So I'm going to go back in, ink up my buffalo again, and because this is hopefully going to be the image that I'm going to use on my card, I want to make certain that I have it inked up very well. I'm going to hold my T, line up my block in the corner, and then I'm just simply going to press down. Now once again, this is a huge image. I'm going to put some pressure in various places here to make certain that everything is transferred. Now at this point, I have a buffalo exactly where I want that buffalo to be placed. One of the other things that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few specklings. I'm going to distress the edges. And of course, I think most of you are familiar with this little cutter tool, the 7-sided tool that comes in the cutting kit. Just to give you a quick look at how this works, I'm just going to be roughing up the edges here. I'm going to do this all the way around, but for brevity's purpose, I'm just going to do one side right now. I'm going to take a sponge dauber. As you can see, this is one I use all the time for my brown inks. I'm going to ink it up with, just like this, with the early espresso. I'm going to zip around the edges with it so that I get a nice distressed edge. And then finally, I'm going to take this time soft suede, because I don't want these speckles to be quite as dark. Simply going to insert the soft suede Stampin' Right marker into the color spritzer tool. I'm going to give a few little practice spritz. Oh yeah. And this is going to give me an idea of how far up above the surface I need to do my spritzing. So I've got my spritzer ready. I'm going to add a few speckles. And it's as easy as that. Thank you for joining the shack. Thank you for joining the Stampin' Shack. See you next time.